Strike Suit Zero Director's Cut is the re-release of the original Strike Suit Zero, a game kickstarted in November 2012 and released early last year. Both this re-release and the original game were developed by Born Ready Studios. Director's Cut includes a restructured campaign, graphics updates, new ships and weapons, and the Heroes of the Fleet DLC. Strike Suit Zero features arcade-style space combat similar to games like Free Space or the older X-Wing vs TIE Fighter games. The game is split into a linear campaign of 15 to 30-minute chapters. It follows the story of a human civil war where Earth's colonies have rebelled against Earth itself. Each chapter represents a key battle in this conflict. The plot takes a good amount of inspiration from anime-style plots, and is quite similar to Gundam or Macross in both its story and its visuals. There's also some strong Homeworld vibes coming through, thanks to the score by Homeworld's composer, Paul Ruskay. The player takes on the role of a fighter pilot thrust into the heart of the conflict. Much like Volition's Free Space series, Strike Suit Zero simulates expansive fleet battles around the player, making you feel like a small, albeit important, cog in a much larger military machine. Thanks to the restructuring of the campaign, you won't have to wait long to be given the quintessential Strike Suit, a special fighter capable of transforming into a humanoid robot. Inevitable Macross comparison aside, this is a really unique element to the game. Being able to initiate a strafing run on a target in the fly-by-wire mode, only to flip into your mechanized form and turn on the spot or strafe, is really exhilarating. Of course, there are a number of other craft in the game, including fighters, bombers, and interceptors. However, I rarely found myself using these unless the game literally forced me to. The versatility and frankly sheer fun of using the strike suit is a very hard thing to say no to. Having played the original release over a year ago, at first I didn't really see much in the way of a graphical update. However, there are certainly some improvements, particularly to the textures, that make the director's cut stand above its predecessor. That being said, it's far from a large overhaul. If you're expecting Star Citizen level graphics, you will be disappointed. That said, Strike Suit Zero doesn't impress you with its raw technical effects, but rather its design choices. The special effects themselves look fantastic and fit the universe really well, and when you're in the middle of a large capital ship battle, it's hard not to be impressed by everything going on. The ship design itself is a little two-sided. On one hand, I loved the capital ships. They're angular, militaristic, and really quite impressive. On the other hand though, the fighters themselves are actually quite disappointing. They look extremely simple and flimsy, and the texture work makes it feel like you're flying a kid's toy, not a top-of-the-line space fighter. Furthermore, while they have a cockpit view, every ship uses the same stock cockpit. I would have liked a better executed first-person view in the game. My favourite part of the visuals, however, is the background vistas that the battles take place against. The nebulae and planets that you fight amongst look stunning, and I found myself taking a look around at the start of each mission because I was so looking forward to each new piece of scenery. The visual style is brought together exceptionally well by the soundtrack, which is worth the price of admission alone. There's some amazingly unique sounds going on, and it fits the look and feel of the game perfectly. The soundtrack may actually be my favourite part about Strike Suit Zero. While the combat can get repetitive, and the story takes a while to pick up, I really enjoyed Strike Suit Zero Director's Cut. It's a fun anime-style storyline that I found myself legitimately enraptured with towards the end. The core gameplay is incredibly solid when using the strike suit, but it does lose some of its shine when you're forced to play the other spacecraft. Despite a number of flaws in both design and execution, Strike Suit Zero Director's Cut is a better version of an already good game, and a strong entry into a genre that rarely sees newcomers. I give Strike Suit Zero Director's Cut a 6 out of 10.